Alright, this is the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, and I just started into it, so I'm just learning, but I'm right now at the Bend Municipal Airport, so we're going to try to find the Pops field for the Bend Aeromodelers. Let's see if we can go ahead and find it. And the airplane I'm flying in, of course, is the Icon A5, the celebrity killer, but of course it's not the airplane's fault. And we're going to go into cockpit view here. Up in the upper left-hand corner, I have a frame counter. It's running a little above 30 frames per second. I'm running a program called Fraps. Kind of helps with my computer performance for monitoring. All right, here we go. This plane really wants to yaw to the right, so it's a little bit tricky using this this twist grip on my joystick, but managing it. All right, we'll go to external view, and I'll go ahead and start. I'll raise my gear. And then I'll also raise my flaps, which is right over here. Flaps are raised. So the great thing about this simulator is just the realism. Just take a quick flight, look around. I believe that is Pilot Butte there. Then I'll circle back towards the Bend Airport for just a moment. So there's that there. And then we'll head out kind of eastward, east by southeast, I guess. I'll start by just going towards Pilot Butte first, then I'll start heading east. Maybe I'll do a lap around Pilot Butte. For some reason the marker for Pilot Butte is a little bit off, but maybe that's like the Pilot Butte little airstrip. Maybe that's what they're talking about there. So my rudder and my elevator trim is right where my thumb is right there. So I'll be constantly adjusting that according to my airspeed and whatever I have my flaps. So try to adjust it for level flight. And I'm pretty close. My my vertical speed is trying to slow down a little bit. Still trying to trim it. This pilot butte there, but maybe I'll drop down, and just the level of detail is pretty amazing, and that's because everything is just generated in real time, which helps eliminate a lot of like hard drive storage, so which is pretty awesome. And then also real-time air traffic and weather, it's also present as well, which is super cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and follow Highway 20 out east. So there's that little, I thought that was Pilot Butte Airstrip, but that marker is wrong. I believe that is Highway 20 right there. There's the Bend Airport. See if I can take a quick look around the cockpit. Here we have the canal crossing right there. Just past the canal is Tim's property, and I think his house is kind of like right there, I guess, something like that, right below me maybe, or maybe it's actually, I think it's just past this intersection where that green square is. I think that's where Tim lives. Alright, let's gain a little bit of altitude. Pretty cool that they show some traffic, although if you look really closely, some of the cars are like driving on the shoulder and on the wrong side. But yeah, if you guys have a decent enough PC, you're gonna have to need a pretty good processor and graphics card to be able to run this. But if you do, I would say this is the hot item to get, just for just the graphical detail and just, yeah, the realism. I think that might be the old way station right there, right below me. Yeah, it is right there. Alright, let's go back to cockpit view. So I can peer out over cockpit a little bit like that. And by the way, here is my flight stick set up. I have the throttle over on my left side, then the stick. This is probably a 15-year-old hands-on throttle and stick. It's the X52, made by Sci-Tech, which is now owned by Logitech. Their newest one is the X56, but that's beyond my affordability. But this setup's working really, really good so far. Alright, we are getting close to Popp, so let's check that out. See how realistic it looks. Horse Ridge, the climb up the hill is straight ahead, a little bit to the right. But there's the field. And in a few seconds I'll go ahead and make a U-turn. They've really improved the shelters at the field. That's pretty awesome. And I'll do one more pass in the cockpit and see how that looks from inside the airplane. Alright, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed my video.